Appreciate it. Any questions for Lee Radford, please? Is that as complete a derby performance as you can get?
Yeah, I thought it was a dominant performance, and playing against quality opposition. I think it's come away with the result, and the manner in which we got the result was really, really pleasing.
You packed well today, didn't it? Was that where it was won?
Yeah, I think it was really stinging from the last time obviously we played them, and physically I thought it was really, really dominant, and two starting front rows in particular was fantastic for us. So hopefully they can continue in that form. Everybody back now, almost everybody back now, was starting to look like a side.
How far the side come away since that Easter?
Yeah, it was obviously a real difficult result. The manner of the performance as well was obviously really disappointing, and we've gradually picked one or two players up obviously along the way, and I don't think that's any coincidence that probably form and results has also started to pick up.
Talon must be skipping.
Yeah, he's particularly after last week as well. If you look at his stats last week, he's had a huge game for us. I think he ran 198 metres last week for 26 carries, which is arguably the highest we've reached this season. But he's probably going to be remembered last week for the 3 or 4 drop balls that he made. So, again, for him to back that performance up today was really pleasing. We tinkered with the side a little bit as well in terms of selection, and looking at that, I think we got it right.
Obviously, your pack was great, but the players behind that, you've got not only Haas but Joe Westerman and someone like him, Jordan Rankin as well. So many players who can get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, and we're playing a little bit more as well. I think I don't know how or why it happened, but obviously with a couple of injuries and players missing, we sort of went into our shell a little bit, and we'd still managed to sneak a couple of results, but the manner of the results probably wasn't great. But like I say, now we've got almost our strongest side on the field. We're looking a far better side.
When they beat you at Easter, you were saying that you didn't think your attitude was right as well. So what have you done to fix that?
I think on the night the attitude was good. I think it was just a lot was skill and execution on that evening. We didn't ask or probably ask them enough questions with the ball, and I think today we did that, and we looked to threat, shifting the ball, and we looked to threat with our big fellas carrying the ball. So that's a real plus for us, and like I said, hopefully that can continue. Obviously Thursday's a real short turnaround against quality opposition again. We managed to watch the back end of the half, so we're playing on that 4G, and it's going to be another vital 2 points. Obviously looking at the league table.
A lot of stuff down that left edge, Lee. Was that what you planned before the game?
No, we never chased it. Our philosophy is, putting our halves and players in position that we can, pull the trigger whenever we want, and we pull the trigger off. We had a little bit of joy earlier on with it, and player smarts, I suppose, and Sneedy, putting his hand up and just getting his hands on the ball a little bit more. And obviously when you've got, Mark and Fatuli on your outside, that helps.
Any more questions, folks?
How satisfying was it that your backs were clinical?
Yeah, really pleasing. Obviously they've got a few injuries as well. So, I've been where Chris is obviously 5 or 6 weeks ago, and it's difficult. So, but what I thought was really, really pleasing for me was when we had opportunities, we took them, and that was probably the difference between this week and last week against St Helens.
Was there a plan to target Kieran Dixon and the probably?
Yeah, we spoke about it, and I think it's not going to go at Kieran. It was just size. He's short in stature, and we knew we probably had an aerial jump on him, and it paid off on a couple of occasions. And when we got the kick wrong, we put it to Kensio, it didn't. So it's Fatuli can get off the ground, and we wanted to make that a competition every opportunity we could have.
What have you made of Newcastle, Lee, and how would you rank it in terms of match weekend?
Fantastic, yeah. It's a real game to watch. Obviously, when this game's played at home, there's a lot of hatred within the stands, and the hatred's still there today at one end and at the other end. But then there's a lot of love in between, a lot of drunk neutral. So it's Yeah, it's been great. It's been great, and I think the fact that 20,000 tickets have been sold in and around the Newcastle area is fantastic promotion, obviously, for the game, and hopefully that game in particular was a good advertisement. And if he gets one or two more young lads playing up, this area, then that's great for us. Pardon? Yeah, we like the black and white as well there. Yeah, we've just got to move them hooks around a little bit.
Thanks everyone, that's Lee. Can we radio interviews in the radio room just behind you? Follow me, please. If not, the mix zone, all the players from both teams will be available in the mix zone, which is the players' tunnel, players' entrance through the door at the rear.